I'm Mark Smelly Bell, and I'm your carnivore resource. So click subscribe if you want more information on the carnivore diet. I'm on the carnivore diet, and I haven't lost a pound. I've been doing it for 2 weeks. I've been doing it for 3 weeks. I hear this pretty commonly. There's not a specific style of nutrition that you're going to get yourself into that's going to automatically ensure that you're going to lose weight. Losing weight will end up being a byproduct of several things, in my opinion. Number one, we must become healthy individuals before we can lose weight. In my opinion, this is the most important thing. You could lose weight by simply eating less food. If we put you on a deserted island, regardless of your adrenal glands, regardless of your thyroid, regardless of your genetics, if we put you on a deserted island and there was no food there, and you were there for 20 days, and all you could do is drink some water, you would have lost a significant amount of weight, probably 20 pounds, if not more, because you didn't consume any calories hardly, and your body probably used its own body fat. And you might even be sick because you didn't eat in many days, right? However, what would happen to you as soon as you got an opportunity to eat? You would really want to overeat, and you'd probably want to overcompensate for a while until your body, got back to normal. But my guess would be that if you weighed 200 pounds when you left, and when you came back, you were 180 pounds, that you would probably go up to 205 or 210. I've said this many times before. America does not have a weight loss problem. We have a keeping it off problem. That's the real issue. I want to say 3 out of 4 Americans or something like that. I heard a statistic. I've lost weight, but the majority of them, as we know, gain the weight back and then some a lot of times. So this strategy of calories in, calories out can be effective. This strategy of like, hey, I need to eat a lot less food, that can be effective. But whenever we start with, hey, I need to eat a lot less food, I don't think that that is a practice to ensure that your body will be healthier. We need a certain amount of nutrients every day to ensure our health. We need a certain amount of nutrients every day to function, to be fully functional, and to be optimal. So my suggestion is get yourself healthy first. Well, how do we get healthy if we're fat? Well, just checking off your boxes of, did I get in a walk for today? Did I have an opportunity to lift some weights today? Because lifting weights is an insurance plan for our future, because when you lift weights, you burn calories right then, but you also burn calories in the future. How amazing is that? You might do a weight training session and you might burn 300 calories, but how many calories will you burn 6 months from now when that hard work turned into a few ounces of muscle mass? The muscle mass is an organism that needs to be fed, and it needs calories, it needs energy. And because it needs energy, it needs calories, it's going to burn up carbohydrates and fat. So there you go. It's an insurance into your future. So we need to get healthy first, and we get healthy first by making sure we're doing some sort of cardiovascular training every day. Even just the walks are good enough for the beginning. Getting in some lifting of weights because of what it can do for our metabolism, and it can help augment our physique, which is what we want to do. We want to bring that body fat percentage down. And the third piece of the puzzle here, aside from walking and aside from lifting, is eating. We need to make sure that we have a nutritious plan in order to get healthier while we are in the process of trying to lose weight, because we're stuck. We're going to have to supply ourselves with enough nutrients every single day. That does not include massively under eating. Okay, it might include some intermittent fasting. It may include something like the carnivore diet. It may include you utilizing protein as leverage, you utilizing fiber as leverage to help keep you full and to help keep you from having cravings and help keep you from feeling starving during your diet. If we can diet and eat a little bit less than we used to without our bodies noticing it, that's when we're on point, that's when we're on plan. That's when our health and our body fat levels will kind of blend together and kind of come together at the same time. But it's my opinion that you're best off becoming a healthy person first, and once you become healthy, losing body weight will actually come off, your body fat will come off quite rapidly at that point, because your sleep is going to be better, your day-to-day is going to be better, you're going to have more energy. If we don't have enough energy, we get energy from calories. If we don't have enough energy, we're going to be really falling apart. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. So if you're fatigued and you're tired, you're not going to want to exercise. This is what happens with a lot of people that are obese. It's beyond the fact that they don't want to move. They literally feel like they can't move. They could move, but they feel like they can't move because it's in here. They feel like they don't have the energy to do it. It would be like it would be like somebody that doesn't feel they're fit enough to run up a mountain at high altitude. They could be kind of right, they could be kind of correct. Like, man, that's a huge hill to climb. That's a huge mountain to climb. I don't know if I'd make it up there. Self-preservation tells us not to burn too many calories. It tells us it's not a good idea. And so you end up talking yourself out of that, and you end up staying on the couch when you really need the movement. But with movement comes motivation. This is another fallacy I think people don't realize, is that motivation comes from doing. Motivation comes from doing stuff. That's why I say do more, be more. Do more, become more. The more that you do, the more that you'll want to do. It has a snowball effect on itself. It will build up over time. You get some locomotion going. You have some, you broke the inertia, and you're continuing to move. And movement will initiate motivation. Motivation can kickstart motion, but not usually, not normally, and it won't 100% guarantee that it will happen. But this right here will guarantee that it happens, because we're already in motion, we're already going. And you could trick your brain. You could say 10-minute walk time, and your brain could say, hey, you know what, no, let's not do that. It's cold outside. It's kind of raining out there. You could trick yourself, and you can say, whenever that hits you, that the no hits you, that voice inside your head tells you not to, that's when you have to say, I must. That's when you have to say, that's it. Shoes are getting put on, and I'm going right outside. And you start making some compromises, and you start making some decisions in your life that allow you to break down these barriers and break down these walls, so you don't have to be the same person that you were yesterday. I'll give you an example of that. Let's say you come home from work and you're tired, and you sit down and you go, oh, that sigh of relief, the dropping of the shoulders. Look, man, if you didn't take your shoes off yet, you're still in this fight. You still have time to hit up your 10-minute walk. Your wife gives you a smooch. You guys talk about what you're going to eat for the night and what you're going to watch for the night. Say, honey, you know what? I got places to be, because I'm going to be a superstar, because I'm going straight to the moon and back again. I want to be different than I was yesterday, so I'm going out on my 10-minute walk. Once those words leave your lips, you already told her. You don't want to look like a chump in front of your lady. You already told her that you're going out on a 10-minute walk. You kept your shoes on. Might as well get your ass back out the door. Don't change into like jogging shorts or sweatpants or whatever. Don't do any of that. You're gonna get too comfortable. Walk your ass right back outside. And even maybe before you just leave work, sneak in your 10-minute walk. Like, maybe don't leave the office until you got that 10-minute walk in. There's a lot of ways you can safeguard yourself from a lot of these things, but in order to lose weight, in order to get yourself unstuck, the key component to the entire thing is to not be the person you were yesterday. Cowards are people that talk about what they will never do. You don't want to be a coward. What is it that you want to do? You want to lose weight? Well, let's lose it. I'm giving you the information. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. I'm showing you guys how to do it, telling you guys how to do it. This is the channel for you. This is where you got to be. Stay tuned to more information at Mark Smelly Bell. We got everything that you need. We got you covered. I was 330 pounds. Now I'm 230 pounds, so I lived it. I've kept the weight off. I know how it's supposed to be done. You guys can do it too. So if you're stuck and you're trying to diet, you're trying to lose weight, join the party. It happens to a lot of people. But you're stuck, most likely, because you're honing in. When a measurement starts to become a target, it's no longer a useful measurement. What ends up happening is a lot of times we're so focused, we're so honed in on that thing that we targeted, that we're not practicing all the disciplines necessary to get us headed in the right direction. I heard this from James Clear the other day, the author of Atomic Habits. He brought up a really good point, and I want you to think about how you can do this in your day-to-day. Where can you do this? How can you do this? He said he was having a hard time flossing. He didn't have a hard time brushing his teeth. Brushed his teeth twice a day. But he would floss maybe twice a month. And he wanted to be more regular with that. So he took his floss from the drawer that it was in. He put it next to his toothbrush. Then he started flossing twice a day. So you see how simple that is. Like, what's something that you can do? How about this? How about when you wake up, instead of coming home from work and being like, oh man, I don't have anything here to eat, have the preparation to have gone to the store at some point, freeze some chicken, freeze some steak, freeze some whatever protein source you enjoy. The reason why you freeze it is so it's always there, because keeping the fridge can be tricky and you only got a couple days to eat it before it goes sour, right? Pull out whatever you had in the freezer, thaw it out, come home from work, should be ready to go. You should be ready to cook up. It should be pretty simple. You know, what are ways that you can simplify stuff? Can you afford to utilize a meal prep company? Or can you just meal prep for yourself? Like, how can you get out in front of it? How can you get out? Because if you're organized, the combination of being organized and having a plan is so much more effective than having a goal. I can't even find words in the English language to describe to you how important it is. Like, those things are way more important and will always be way more important. I have a goal to make $1 million. Cool. That's great, man. But like, where's your plan? Where's your plan and where's your organization? Okay, you're not that organized. You don't really have a plan. Well, man, I'm not going to tell you that you can't do it, because I'm a dream builder and a dream maker and not a dream destroyer. But it's just going to be very difficult for you. It's going to be harder for you. So you'll have to figure out at some point, how can you have a plan? How can you be organized? Be organized with your fitness. Be organized with your eating. Start to set a schedule. You want to lose weight? You told me that you're stuck. And you know what else people tell me? Oh, I've tried everything, Smelly. Really? Have you really tried everything? I'm going to say that you haven't. Because you know what? I've said that before too. Oh, I've tried everything. No, I haven't tried everything. I tried a couple things and then I gave up, right? That's what we do. Cowards talk about what they'll never do. How insulting. Is there a worse word? If you're stuck on a diet, do anything and everything you can, including writing down your food for the day. What did you eat? You know, maybe compare it to what you ate last week. Start to have a journal. Start to understand. Start to say, oh, wow, okay. When I ate like this, that worked a little bit better for me. Oh, when I walked a little bit more often, that worked better for me. And you can learn. What about setting a schedule? What about every morning when you get up at 6, by 6:30, you're in your garage exercising? You know, what about having some of these disciplines, some of these daily disciplines to ensure that you're going to actually get these things done every single day? Most of the people I talk to that are really successful, really high achieving people, they know where they're going to be. They know what they're doing for the most part each and every single day. If I said, hey, you know, what do you think you're going to eat tomorrow? They're not like especially someone that's in really good shape, they're not like, I don't know, I might have Chinese food, but this new Mexican place opened up near my work, so I might go there. Somebody with a set of abs, you ain't gonna hear that from them. They're gonna say, well, I got tons of meat in my freezer, and I'll probably eat some, I might eat some eggs in the morning if I'm hungry. Otherwise, I'll just intermittent fast, and when I get back from work, I'll have set the meat out. It'll be thawed out by the time I get back home from work, and I'll probably cook up some steaks, call it a night. They usually have a plan. They're usually pretty organized. Let me know what you guys are doing to have a plan. Let me know what you guys are doing to stay organized. And for those of you that are stuck, or even those of you that have gained weight, it's possible to gain weight on any diet that you're on. Let me know how you're working this out. Let me know how it's going for you. Strength is never weakness. Weakness is never strength. Catch you guys later.